Well, the first one is that one right there. Major General Anthony Anderson was yesterday named the 17th Commissioner of Police Independence, and his appointment was immediately welcomed by the opposition and the former National Security Minister, Derek Smith. The opposition spokesman on national security, Fitz Jackson, said he knew that the commissioner would face many challenges, but had no doubt that he has the ability to overcome the hurdles. He says his success will be Jamaica's success, so we want him to succeed. He's 54 years old. He currently serves as the government's national security advisor. He will assume the new post next Monday. No, the Monday after, because it's the 19th. It's March 19th, so it won't be Monday coming here, it will be the Monday after. But he has to be sworn as a constable before being formally appointed commissioner. I didn't know that. So he's going to be the constable first, and then he's going to be commissioner of police. And I suspect he still keeps the major general, so he'll be commissioner of police, Major General Anthony Anderson, I suspect. And we wish him good luck. We certainly need something where this crime problem is. And I'll say it again, I wish him well, but I don't think he can do this by himself. I've said it before, politicians, ministers, and commissioners, if everyone doesn't get on this wagon to try to stop what's happening in our country, it just won't happen. So let's wish him good luck, but let's help. Let's help as much as we possibly can.
I completely agree. I like that he has a background of the JDF.
Yep.
I think he's going to have to come with some strong leadership, discipline, and management skills. We know we have to clean up the force as well.
Yep.
Those entrusted to protect have not done the best job as well. So we have to look at that inside the force. But you're right, crime is crippling the country.
Yep.
And we have to get a handle on it. So we wish him all the best. Also going in the top hot topics, we talk about NCB. NCB will delay their fees. It will take effect on May 1st. And yeah.
I was reading before because they were, the NCB folk were saying that the fees, they have to charge fees because the fees are important. But they also made an interesting point that Mr. Hilton and Mr. Leachin actually said, well, you know, if you do the online banking stuff,
it's cheaper.
It doesn't cost anything. But some of us are a little scared of this online thing, putting out our numbers out there.
I don't know how many are scared of that. I think it's very few. I think it's a small amount of people. However, the fees, it's costing customers billions of dollars a year.
Yeah, and some people are saying, why? I mean, I'm putting money in the bank and I take out money, you charge me for taking out the money at an ATM.
Because it's an administrative
I write a check, you charge me for writing the check. So I'm saying, but why?
Because it's an administrative
Right,
fee.
so they're saying, well, they need to do that, or some of these other, what's the word I want now? Some of the things that you can get from the bank, if they don't charge these fees, you can't get them because they have to pay for
other services.
The services is the word I want. So some of the services that you get from the bank, if we don't pay these fees, then some of those services.
The announced fees were largely focused on non-personal accounts and only triggered in the instances where transactions were initiated by the customer, processed by NCB, but later cancelled and reversed by the customer after they realized it was being made.
I think the biggest problem some of us have is when at the end of the day, you hear that the bank made this huge amount of profit. And you kind of say, they know they might charge me so much money. They might make billions of dollars. Why are they charging me to pull money out of an ATM?
Hold on. Banks are in the business of making money.
Yeah, man.
So let's just put it that way. It's not a charitable organization. They're supposed to make a profit.
Yeah.
If they're not making a profit, then they should not be in business.
Yep.
Okay?
Final one is probably good news, but because I don't trust these people, but I still going to say it's good news. North Korea, they say they're willing to talk to the United States about giving up their nuclear weapons. This is coming from South Korea, by the way. South Korea is saying that North Korea is saying they're willing to talk to the United States. But I tell you something, I will accept and say that's good news because that man right there Kim Jong-un, who is in charge of North Korea, sometimes he scares me a bit. Sometimes you just get the feeling that him just going to get up one man and say, I will try something and see if it works.
I think he's not the one I'm afraid of, you know.
Well, that's not the other fellow too, but at least we could see if we can get one of them to calm down a little bit, and then maybe the other fellow will calm down too. But there you go. Let's see if we could do that.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, all right. Let me say good morning to Angela Hall. She watches the show every morning. It's your loving husband, Lawrenceston. I don't know if you call him soft man. We do, but I'm not certain if you do. And if you do, we would certainly like to know why you call him soft man. Because we're not certain, so we would love to hear that. But he's here with us every morning. Wonderful. I won't tell you what the people in Oldham say about your husband, but Mrs. Hall, thank you so much for watching the show, and I hope you have a great day. Also, met someone yesterday at Marketplace. Her name is Marie Phillips Taylor. Really nice to meet you, ma'am, and thank you so much for watching the program. She grew up in London, so she has a little accent when she met me. But it was great to meet you. I hope you're watching this morning. I'm not talking to myself here, but fantastic to meet you, and please keep watching. I have a picture here. It just says happy birthday to Ryan and Paulette. They don't say whether they are twins, whether they are husband and wife, but I suspect that if it's the same day, them born. But I don't know if it's that. The greetings, by the way, the greeting coming from Christopher and family and from Perline. And here they are right now. They look like twins. They look like twins. Come to impress, man. So this is...
I can't see.
We soon see that, man. They look like twins. That's Ryan and Paulette. So it's coming from Christopher.
I can't tell
on
you. So you don't know if they're brother or sister
they look
or
alike,
husband or
don't?
wife?
Huh?
You can't tell if they're brother or sister or husband
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But it's the same birth date. So I suspect they just might very well. And this young lady here, and her name is Taisha Levy. She goes to Belmont Park Primary in Portmore. She's 8 years old today. There she is. So it's coming from your mom, Lynette, your sisters, Tierra, Takara, Tawana, and the rest of the family. And I think I'll give you some cousins' names here. Let me throw in the cousins, Mishka and Tyler. So I hope you have a brilliant day. And to the young man who plays for St. George's College, he was the leading goal scorer for St. George's on the 16 competition this last season gone. His name is Romario Willis. I told him I wouldn't do it until he paid me to do it. And he says, well, he's not working. So I told him I'm not going to do it till him start work. But he's only 16, so it was fooling him. So I still want something when you start to work. Okay, son, but I hope you have a brilliant day. And then he sent me a reminder this morning and said, Coach, remember the big up. Well, you get the biggest big up in life. But as the first pay slip, you have to carry out me and Empress. Show me a sweat inside. The air conditioner not working? Is the air conditioner?
Menopause?
Menopause? No, they call it andropause.
Oh, that's what it's called? You know, I was here thinking, what is the male equivalent?
The male version is called andropause.
Oh.
I'm serious.
And do you guys get hot flushes as well?
Yeah, no. I know men had hot flush. I was hot.
That's a flush. You're having a hot flush. You're sweating.
No, but the air conditioner not as cold as it normally is.
Did we pay the bill?
No, I know my place. I kind of feel it still, you know. I feel the air conditioner.
Come here, let me feel you.
It's taking a little while.
Let me see if it's that fever. No, you're not hot.
I'm not hot?
It's andropause?
Yeah.
Well, you learn something.
So Romario just said, thanks, coach. So yeah, what's you? All right, no thanks, coach thing. Murney. I'll come in for it later on. He's such a wonderful player, though.
Yeah.
When Manchester United came here last year, he was voted #1 in the skills competition. Then he was sent to Trinidad and Tobago for his prize. And then he was voted #3 there. Had he been voted #2, he would have gone to Manchester United. No, man never, because he never come first or second. So me, you carry him, man. No, man, me I sweat papa, man. Say your thing,
I would like to say happy birthday to all the children who are born today, especially those in state care, those who in foster homes. If you're a child and you've woken up this morning, it's your birthday and you feel that you're not going to get any presents and you feel nobody loves you, do know that we here at Smile Jamaica and Television Jamaica, we love you. We appreciate you. Know that you're born with a purpose. Walk in your destiny. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, I am worth something. I am somebody. I have purpose. Dream big and walk each day trying to achieve your goals. We love you. Happy birthday from Auntie Empress and
Uncle Neville. Happy birthday, folks. Have a great day.
And for remembrance of those who lived and died for the wonders of our people. So let us all begin